Hello, welcome back. Today I would like to teach you using special factors to solve equation. As you remember, this is lesson 8.3. I'm going to start with the basic questions to remind you of special factors. As you all remember, x times x, which is equal to x squared. When you multiply same numbers by itself, then it's going to be x to the power of 2. So if you multiply x plus 1 times x plus 1, it's going to be x plus 1 to the power of 2, or x plus 1 squared. So when you write this, 2x plus 4 times 2x plus 4, it will be 2x plus 4 to the power of 2. So let's continue with the next page. As you know, factoring a square x squared plus 2abx plus b squared and a squared x squared minus 2abx and plus b squared. So there are many information over here. Then I would like to start with the first one, which is perfect square trinomial a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, which can be written a plus b times a plus b, and it will be equal to a plus b to the power of 2. There is an example over here, x squared plus 6x plus 9. So we can factor x and x. Then 9 can be factored as 3 and 3. It has to be positive 3 and positive 3 because the middle number is a 6. So when you factor this equation, you will have x plus 3 times x plus 3, then x plus 3 to the power of 2. And when we make another example about the perfect square trinomial, a squared minus 2ab plus b squared, a minus b times a minus b, which will be a minus b to the power of 2. So let's take a look at the example now. X and x are the factors for the x squared, and 25 can be 5 and 5, but according to middle number, which is negative 10, we have to make both of them negative 5 and negative 5. So x minus 5 times x minus 5, it will be x minus 5 to the power of 2. Now, after the explanation, we are going to start with the example 1. So we have to factor this equation by the common factor. Step 1, find common factor. Common factor. What is the greatest common factor? As you see, we have to factor this equation first of all to find the greatest common factor. So between 4, 24 and 36, the greatest common factor is a 4, and the x is the common factor for all the numbers for x. So, and x and x, the other factor for the x to the third power, and minus 6x and 4x, and plus 4x and 9. So when we circle the common factors, so 4x as a common factor in front of the bracket, and x squared, which is left, we have to write here, and then negative 9x minus 9x and plus 9 in bracket. So after that we have to factor in bracket x and x, minus 3 or negative 3 and negative 3. X minus 3 times x minus 3 with the 4x So as a final answer, 4x times x minus 3 to the power of 2. This is the final answer. When we move next problem, we have to factor the equation as x, and we have to factor 64 as 8 and 8. 8 times 8, which is 64, and 8 plus 8, which is 16. 16 is the middle number, so we have to write this equation as x minus 8, x plus 8 times x plus 8, which is equal to x plus 8 to the power of 2. This is the most simplest form of the equation. So when we move another questions, and we have to find the greatest common factor. As you see, greatest common factor, 2y, y, and y can be written as a factors of 2 to the 2 times y to the 3 power, and this can be written 2 times y and another y, but we have to write 6 next to it, and this can be written 2y and 9. What's the greatest common factor of the equation? Greatest common factor of the equation is 2y. After you write the 2y in bracket, we have to write y to the power of 2 because we have 2y left, and plus 6y and plus 9. So after that we are going to factor the equation which is in bracket, y and y, positive 3 and positive 3. So we have to factor the equation y plus 3 times y plus 3 multiply 2y, because 2y was in front of the bracket. It's going to be 2y times y plus 3 to the power of 2. So this is the most simplest form of the equation. What about number 4? 100 can be factored as 10 and 10. Z to the power of 2 is z and z, and 1 as a factor 1 and 1, but it has to be negative 1 because of the middle number. So we will write 10 z minus 1 and 10 z minus 1. It will be 10 z minus 1 to the power of 2. So this is the final answer. Explanation 2. Factoring ax square, a square, x square minus b square. So this is the only formula we can use, and which is a square minus b square, a plus b times a minus b. How? X square minus 9. What is the factors of x square? X and x. What's the factors of negative 9? Negative 3 and positive 3. X minus 3 and x plus 3. What about the factors of 4x squared? 2x and 2x, right? And negative 3 and positive 3. 2x minus 3 and 2x plus 3. So let's example this formula. So factors of x squared is x and x, and negative 49 is negative 7 and positive 7. So x minus 7 times x plus 7 is the answer. What about this? Factors of 49 is 7 and 7. Factors of q to the power of 2 is q and q. And factors of negative 4 is negative 2 and positive 2, and p and p, factors of p squared. So when we write this down, It's going to be 7q minus 2p and 7q plus 2p is the final answer. So we have another example, which is x and x, negative 12 and positive 12, because 12 times 12, 144. It will be x minus 12 times x plus 12. The next one is 81. Power of factors of 81 is 9 and 9. And factors of y to the power of 4. Y to the power of 4 can be written as a factor y to the power of 2 times y to the power of 2. So y2 times y2, because 2 plus 2 is going to be 4. That's why we can factor y to the power of 4 as y squared times y squared. So how do you factor negative 9, negative 3, and positive 3? And y to the power of 2 can be factored as y and y. So next is going to be writing the factors. 9y to the power of 2 minus 3y times, and 9y to the power of 2 plus 3y. So this is the final answer. So what is the last example for today? So this is 2x and 2x, right? And this is plus 3 and plus 3. So let's make a cross multiplication. First of all, 2x plus 2x times 3, 2x times 3, which is 6x. 2x times 3, which is 6x. Again, 6x plus 6x, 12x. This is the middle term, midterm. So when we write this down, it's going to be 2x plus 3 times 2x plus 3. 2x plus 3 to the power of 2 is the most simplest form. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you all understood the video.